everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Turnips to Tangerines, where I share recipes and ramblings from my everyday life. And today we are going to make a slow cooker tamale pie. And it's a real simple recipe. There's not a lot of ingredients. And it takes about 5 minutes to whip together, and then about 4 hours on high in your crock pot. So let's get started here. First of all, we're going to take our Kodiak cakes, protein-packed cornbread mix, and it's a home style recipe, I guess you would say. And I've used this brand before, and I really like it. It's a really good brand. And let me open it up, and we are going to take out the little package here. And we are going to open it up with our little scissors. Put it right into our bowl. And then we are going to follow the directions on the back of the box. And it calls for 2 eggs. Here's 1. And 2 eggs. And then it calls for 1 3/4 cup of just plain old regular milk. And this is 2% milk. It's what I had in my refrigerator today. And then we have 3, let me check real quick, 2/3 cup of melted butter. And we're gonna add this all in the bowl here. And we're going to mix it together until it's smooth. Like I said, this is a real simple recipe. I've made it several times. My husband really likes it. He loves cornbread. So anything made with cornbread, or cornbread mix or whatever, he loves. Just as crazy for cornbread. And mix it up here real well until it's nice and smooth. There we go. And then to our cornbread mix in the bowl here. I hope that doesn't fall out, but it probably will, knowing my luck. We are going to add an envelope of taco seasoning mix, and you can use whatever kind you like. I happen to like the old El Paso. I like the blend of flavors it has, so I always use that. And you can pretty much find it anywhere. And you sprinkle that in here. And then you add a small can, which I believe is a what is that? Let me see if I can scoop you in here a little bit better. There we go. What is that? 2.5 ounce can of sliced black olives that I drained. Add that in. And then you're going to add a 14 ounce can of diced tomatoes with green chilies, and I usually use the Rotel brand, and that you don't drain. I'm going to slowly add that in. And then you're going to add a 15 ounce can of corn, canned of whole kernel corn, and you drain that also if you're using the can. Now this corn I got in August at the farmer's stand. We always buy a couple dozen of corn, and then I take it off the cob and use it for recipes throughout the winter, like this one here. And we always like to have corn for Thanksgiving also, and it just tastes so much better. It's still a little frozen, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. And that's, you know, probably about 2 cups because we like the corn, fresh corn like that. And you can really tell the difference. What the taste is from canned to fresh, frozen. There's just no explaining. It's just delicious. So I'm gonna quick stir this together real quick, just like that. And then we are going to add about 1.5 pounds of ground beef. I have back here that I browned in my skillet here. And to this mixture I added a small, very small onion chopped. I added, oh, my wrist isn't working very well like that. I added a small onion chopped, about 2 cloves of garlic minced, and I added roughly, oh, I'd say about a teaspoon of chipotle pepper and just some regular pepper and a little bit of salt. So you can spice it up if you want, you don't have to. My dogs are jumping around back here, and you just add that and drain it. And you just add that. And I'm not going to add it all there because I'm going to let my dogs have have the rest of that. They always wait for treats like that. So, and now we're just going to, no, Larry, you got to wait your turn, okay? You wait your turn, Larry. It's coming, okay? And we're just going to fold all this together. And the best we can here. Keep folding it. Whoa. Fold it. Folding it over. Now, we're going to put it into our slow cooker here. And we're going to cook it on high for, like I said, about 3.5 hours. After it's been cooking for about 3.5 hours, hope you could see that. I was kind of not paying attention there, moving down a little bit. So this is what it looks like, all mixed together. And I will get a little closer here in case you didn't get to see it when I was fooling around with it over there. And this is a mixture all mixed together. And we're going to put it in our slow cooker here. And you should really spray your slow cooker with like cooking spray. Just spray it real good. I did not because I don't have any. So I'm hoping that this works without too much sticking, because I hope it doesn't stick. But anyway, what I was saying before was after you let this cook, whoa. After you let this cook for 3.5 hours, you're going to take off the top, off the cover, and you're going to sprinkle on, about 1 cup to 2 cups. I would probably go with the 2 cups myself of shredded, what is that? Cheese. I can't think today. Pepper jack cheese. There we go. Okay, and add like pepper jack cheese. So we will do that when the time comes. But for now, I'm just going to kind of wipe this down here a little bit. Like I said, you really should spray your liner inside. I did not. I'm hoping I'm not going to have a real big problem with that. There's a lot of butter in there, so that's why I didn't. Plus, I didn't have any. So this is what it's going to look like before it's done. So we're going to put it on high and let it do its thing, and I will be back in a couple hours, and then we will sprinkle on our shredded pepper jack cheese, about 2 cups, and let that cook, about 45 minutes longer, and it should be nice and gooey and melty on top, and then we'll show you what it looks like. See you back here in a little while. It's been about 3 hours since I turned this on, my tamale pie. Right now I'm just putting a little bit of shredded pepper jack cheese on the top. And then I am going to let it cook for about another, 15 minutes or so. I did have to turn it down to low because it was getting a little done around the edges there. And I didn't want it to burn or anything like that. So what I'm doing right now is just adding my cheese. This is pepper jack cheese that I shredded myself. And I'm going to put it on and let it sit for 15 minutes, and then I'll be back and we will check it out. Our tamale pie is all done. A little hot here, but I'm going to lift it up just real carefully, as you can see inside. That's all the melted cheese on top, and it looks yummy. And that is pepper jack cheese that I sprinkled on the top. And now I'm just going to take a little spoonful here. Like I said, it got a little done along the edges, so it might be a little burnt, but that's still good. And what the heck? Ooh, yeah, a little bit burnt on the side. But and another thing I didn't do is I didn't spray it, unfortunately. But doesn't that look good? Here we go. Let's get you down here. We can get you a nice. There we go. How does that look? And that is made with our package of Kodiak cakes, cornbread muffin mix, and there's some corn in there, fresh corn from when we picked some this winter, and I shucked it and I took it off the cob and froze it. There is a can of diced tomatoes and green chilies in here, some taco seasoning. My dogs are killing each other. Some hamburger, ground beef that I browned up. What else? Some sliced black olives. And so far it looks good. Like I said, it got a little brown on the outside. In fact, it got very brown on the outside and on the bottom. But my crock pot, this particular crock pot, is a very hot. And you could definitely top this with some taco sauce or hot sauce or a little sour cream, more cheese. I mean, you could put fresh tomatoes on top, some jalapenos. I mean, you could do whatever you wanted to it. It's, let me try a little bite here. It's going to be warm, but... It's a hot tamale pie. Spicy, but not overly spicy. It's really kind of good. It's different. Hot. It's really good. It's different. It's spicy. It's good. I'm gonna try a little bite with the cheese here. I mean the cornbread baked up beautifully in here. Like I said, it did get a little burnt on the bottom, but I mean, who cares? I mean, you don't eat the bottom anyway. No, I'm going to try a little bite with this cheese here. And we're going to see how that tastes. Whoa, where are we here? Okay, let me see here. I can get you a little zoned in here. A little better here. Yeah. Take a little bite. The cheese does definitely help. Personally, if I was to eat all this, I would like a little sour cream on mine, but I'm just a sour cream kind of person.